And what's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? And what's going on, everybody? How is every... Wait, go ahead. There was an echo. Sorry, that was an echo. That was an echo. All right, so let's get right into it. What's going on, John? How's everybody doing? Okay, so this is the way it works. Got to tune into my screen. All right, let's expand this. All right, we're looking at NQ. Now the bot has not taken a trade because the bot was going against VWAP and the 200 here, okay? So it's 200 VWAP, right? It's not going to trade against the trend. It's looking for the dominant trend. This is where it makes most of its money. However, we do have included logic that I want to get on over to you guys that are in the 1348 community that would... If you saw this and you would say, okay, well, yeah, I could take this trade based on the strength of my angle here, right? This is the MA cross angle. It is strong. So what that means is that you get the trade, and as it develops, the strength gets larger, and you can see the legend there. It's strong is 8 or better. And then we got moderate, which is 3 to 6, and then chop is weak right there, right? This is really going to help you out. And so you get something like this will really, really help you in deciding if you want to take the trade or not. So this is a very, very manual component that I feel like will make its way down to the bot, right, to help the bot trade. Now, the bot is pretty quiet this morning. Pretty quiet this morning, and that's fine. That is fine. It's going to wait patiently for the entries, something that humans just don't do. And so because of that, that's one of the reasons why we created this right here, right? So if you're getting antsy and you're like, oh my god, I want to take the trade, or you're chasing the trade, or if there's FOMO, well, you can go ahead and make sure that this will keep you in check. Now, I got some complaints here. Audio not great. Is that a thing? Are you guys able to hear me okay? Is audio okay? Want to make sure audio, okay, not clipping. I want to make sure it's not clipping. Are we better as far as the audio? Okay. It's like a fishbowl. Interesting. All right, better? Is that better, guys? Really interesting. Oh boy. Let me go ahead and figure this out. Let's do... You should be able to hear me now. It should be a lot better. Better? Much better? Oh man. All right. All right. Sounds good. Everyone's saying sound good. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Looks like there's some issues with NVIDIA here. I use NVIDIA to manage my sound. It looks like, well, my AI is kicking ass. NVIDIA's AI is not. Great. It's awesome. Okay, cool. So, all right, we're all set here now. Good, 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 good. So going back to this, as I was saying before, you guys see how the angle, I want you guys to take a look at this, right? You see how the angle there is right here. You see how it fell below 8, right? When we start seeing like it drop from 7 to 6 or something like that, then we could say, all right, you know what? Let's close the trade. This is going to be the proper way of using this, right? I think, once again, we incorporate it into bot logic It would just be absolutely unstoppable. Okay. So, well, it already is unstoppable. It's just, anyways. So, hot potato, you watching? Let's get to work. Okay. So, this is NQ. Let's go ahead and check out what ES is doing. ES. All right. So, ES here has a nice clean break above here. Like, see the angle there? Let's pay very close attention to this. All right. So that angle is moderate. It's a usable trend, not quite there yet. This is where we would go ahead and probably take profit, right? Especially since we know that there's a level there. I rather just like take profit. That's a 1.6, guys. Come on. That's a 1.6. You take the profit. When there's doubt, guys, whenever there's doubt in a trade, you close your trade, especially if you're profitable. Okay.
Order
And the
filled.
reason being is that, you know, when you realizing gain and putting that in your P&L helps you accelerate your 1% compounding, right? That's the whole idea here. We're accelerating 1% compounding. If we have money, think about it like this, right? If you were in a trade and you were targeting a 1.5 to 1, and let's assume that this trade was super slow and it took you a week to get to 1.5 to 1. What did you forfeit on all the 0.3s, right? The 0.4s en route to a 1.5 to 1. So as you guys can see here, right there, it showed you a weak angle, and then right there, you got failure, right? So never be ashamed to go ahead and you know guarantee your profits. Okay. We guarantee the profits. Now it looks like the bot is in a trade. So it's figuring itself out. The first trade of the morning. Well, no, the second trade of the morning. And it's figuring itself out. So we'll see how the bot does today. It had an insane day on Friday. Even though it did get caught up in a little bit of chop on Friday, but still closed today, I believe, 16,000 in profit. So good stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening over at, let's say, guys, the bot's also trading YM, right? It's the other thing over there, right? So, as you can see here, we have an entry. Well, you would have an entry. The bot doesn't have an entry, but you would have an entry. Then you get your break even here, and then your very last warning for an exit there, right? If we go ahead and do a replay, I want to show you guys something in replay. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this guy right here, okay? So we're going to hit play. Now, we have to focus on the angle, right? So market open. We don't have a trade design up yet. The angle is saying wait. Now it's saying go. Now you can see the angle went up to 10 on the candle close, and then it started receding. That is all the clue in the world, especially since you have that 1-to-1 right there. So this little legend right here is going to be absolutely helpful. Okay, absolutely helpful for you guys. That little legend right there. All right. Can't wait to get that out. Really can't wait to get that out. All right, let's go ahead and look at RTY. The bot's also trading this. It needs an entry here. It gets an entry. We should be good. So it looks like it got in on here. So that's the problem. And this is, again, just proves out this here. This is why we need some of this logic with the bot, right? Now the bot's fine. It's gonna make it up. It's gonna make its money, but you see, like, it just hit a level and then just rejected. You got a poor angle there, right? It's yellow. It's caution. So we need for it to come on back, right? We come on back, target the 1.39. We should be good to go. Okay, that's R2Y. Let's see what NQ's doing. Now, guys, these are the basket of stocks. is your basket of stocks, right? So when you're trading the indexes, you're trading NQ, RGY, YM, and ES. Now, RGY is M2K in micros, just so you're not like beating your head and putting in MRGY. It's M2K. So here we go. If we did get in on this 932 trade, this thing would have been gone. Wow, awesome. Good stuff. You would have had profit here, break even here, profit there. Sweet. This is what the bot would have done, right? And guys, like right there, right? That's you guys do get this on your current indicators. You get this on your current indicators. So respect it. All right, we're in profit. We're moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment and a skyrise, maybe. We'll see. Let's head on over to ES to see what ES is doing. And then we'll check out the micros. Micros. What are the micros doing? Let's check out MNQ. All right. We'll have the same there. M2K. What's going on here? M2K. Look like it's doing its thing. There you go. You got the trade design back up. Why does it got me on replay trading? I don't want that. Right, we're out of replay trading. So guys, what I'm going to end up doing is going into my broker. You see, let me actually turn this on 1 second so you guys could see in real time. Now the bot's printing. The bot's absolutely printing in real time. Up $700 on the day so far. That's awesome. Great. So let me make sure that you guys see this on the screen here. Sorry, I got to get it on over to the right monitor here. They have way too many monitors. Let's see. What is it doing? Good stuff. All right. There you guys go. You can see what it was doing. It was profitable. Here you go. It's doing this thing. So I'm just going to leave this alone. Let the trade do its thing. Guys, this is full autonomous. Like, I have no care in the world. I mean, what would this mean to you where you could go ahead, set your brokerage cap to, like, let's say $500, and then just let it trade for you? Like, once it hits $500, it closes out all the trades. You go ahead and live your life. What would that mean to you? Let's get some hands. Would that mean a lot to you? Did I lose the chat? Everyone's quiet. It would mean a lot, right? It'd be life-changing if you were doing 500 a day and doing nothing. Yes, sir. How does the bot handle a Trump candle? Man, people are like, how does a bot handle a Trump candle? Well, the thing is, since we're on a small time frame, such as the 1 minute, it's just brute forcing it. It doesn't care much about anything other than sticking to the rules, right? And so here you might be having a very aggressive candle. The thing is that with the bot, if you set your account up $500, $1,000, $700 a day, the way that we have it set up, you're good to go. Uh, let's see, 500 a day consistently is over 100K a year. That's more than like 60% of workers. Yeah. And then, so what I want to caution, because, again, we're going to have members of this community who will have this bot. Um, like, don't quit your job. That's dumb. If you hate your job, change your job, but don't quit your job, right? Keep the multiple streams of income. Do not rely on one thing. Allow your streams to compound. You could go ahead. If the bot's making a great deal of money, you take from that, put it in a long port, right? It's establishing wealth. It's generating wealth. Don't go ahead and like quit your job and say, okay, well, I'm gonna be a lazy fuck and watch Days of Our Lives. No, you're not gonna do that. You know, pursue things that will make you happy, but still make sure you're getting paid. Okay? This is not for the lazy. That's right. Stack with the job. And yes, that's what you want to do, right? Stack with the job, create the wealth, put in a long-term port. Guys, it's going to give you an opportunity to generate monies you've never seen before. And unfortunately, I'm going to be honest with you. If all you're used to making is 100K, you're not ready. You're not ready for the life beyond that, right? Because it's just everything opens up. Lines of credit open up. Your bank is sending you letters all the time, like, "Hey, you've been approved," or blah 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 blah. It's just a lot of things open up, and most people are just not equipped for all of that all at once. Okay. Uh, yes. So that's pretty much it. Like now, so the bot's getting his ass handed to him right now. Look at him. Oh my god. This is nothing. This is actually nothing. What I'm really irritated about is that the market
Order
didn't
filled.
move enough for it to take
Order
profit. But there you
filled.
go. It closed a position, which is good. That's what we wanted to do. It has to manage his risk, and I think a lot of that came from M2K. So it just closed the position and said we're done here. And yeah, just gonna wait for the next trade setup. 100K, a benchmark for having made it, maybe in the 80s or 90s. 100K? Like, every car in my driveway is over $100,000 a year. Every car. I mean, every car is over 100K on my driveway. Yeah, no, 100K is not a sign that you made it. 100K is the middle class. That's where you're at 100K. You're middle class. You're a nurse making 100K. You're middle class. It's just really, it's one of those things. Um, so yeah. Um, only 8% Americans make 100K. Okay, so here's also the painful reality. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Make sure you can afford the sport. Make sure you can afford the sport, just like you make sure you can afford the car, right? I'm not gonna go ahead and play golf if I can't afford the sport. Golf is a very expensive sport. I'm not going to get into riding horses, also very, very expensive if I can't afford it. Trading, the education alone, very, very, very expensive. Supporting systems, very, very, very expensive. And then, just the volatility in your account, also very, very expensive. If you can't afford it, don't do it. Unfortunately, a lot of people look at trading as like, well, I can do it. It's going to better my life, but you can't better your life if you're extracting, if you're taking, robbing Paul to give to Peter, right? So you're taking from one component of your life to give to another. It's just it's too much, right? Make sure you have those discretionaries. So make sure you're an avid saver. Make sure you have, good spending habits, that type of thing. Otherwise, no. Trading isn't a sport for everyone. If you can't afford to fund an account with 10K at the very minimum, trading isn't for you. It's not a sport you should be in. 100% not a sport. If you cannot fund an account with 10K right now, this moment, trading's not for you. It's just not. You haven't you haven't created the environment required to allow you to trade peacefully. It's just true. And that 10K has to be money you don't care about. I'm going to be honest with you. It has to be money you just don't care about. Um, it's crazy because everybody wants to be a trader. And it's really, really interesting, though? People want to be traders after they couldn't hack it in life. Now, there's some people who want to be traders because they want more out of life. But a great majority of people want to be traders because they couldn't hack it in life. So trading becomes like a last ditch Hail Mary. This has got to work. I want financial freedom. Ask anybody, why'd you get into trading? The first thing they'll tell you is, I want financial freedom. Like, what the fuck's wrong with becoming a better trader first? They go from, I buy, sell, financial freedom. Like, that doesn't make much sense. Okay? I'm just being honest here. Um, if yeah, it's just, and of course, prop firms, right? They fill that gap, right? The guy who doesn't have the 10K, then you got that guy who doesn't have the 10K goes into prop firms, and then what happens? They realize that over the course of a year, they probably spent 10K or more. They just literally got piecemealed over and over and over again. Just make sure, guys, that you could afford the sport. Trading is, if okay, so here's the perfect litmus test. If you don't own a home, you shouldn't trade. If you don't own an asset, like whether you have a mortgage or you have something that you can liquidate, right? Um, that isn't depreciating, whether it's a business or a home or something like that, right? That isn't depreciating. If you don't own any of that, you shouldn't be a trader. It's just, I'll be honest. I don't care how these guys all over YouTube paint it. And unfortunately, you got a lot of YouTubers. They're young kids are saying like, "Hey, follow me. I'm a trader," and they're young. It's like, what fucking experience do you have, bro? You're wet behind the ears. You've probably been trading like 3 years. Decided that you turn on the camera, make a lot of money turning on the camera, funding your trading experience. No, man, it's dumb. Just being frank with you guys. So I don't mean to alienate anybody. It's just that I'm getting a lot of DMs of people asking how much to fund a port and, if the minimum is 10K. I realize that a lot of people in my community don't have that. And I blame prop firms for that, number one, because you would have the 10K if you had your own port. I also blame, this romanticizing this idea of being a trader. Like, it's hard. It's hard. Being a trader is hard. Building the spot was even harder, but the spot doesn't get made without a trader with experience. So, you know, I earned my stripes as a trader, and then I doubled down and put the past 4 years just on the verge of hanging myself, literally, right, to make sure that we have this spot. Um, but please don't come to me like this is your Willy Wonka ticket to riches, because it's just, no, it's not. Sorry for the lecture, guys. It's just, you guys did not leave me alone over this weekend. I was getting bombarded. We had everybody Oh, I'm an OG. I don't give a fuck if you're an OG of 1348. That doesn't guarantee your seat. Anyways, market's blind right now. The bot's like, I'm not taking anything. And you know what? Let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? After making 25K, something 27K last week, the fact that right now it's only down $600 and we got a choppy market throughout. This is M2K. This is NQ, right? NQ's coming on down. Wait for that GT flip. I have a feeling that, yeah, it's gray candles. Bunch of gray candles all the way down, right? The bot's patient. The bot's looking for the perfect setups. This is great. This is great. Okay. Let's see. Turn this off for a second. All right. Just gray candles. Huh. This works. This works really, really well. It's awesome. Okay, let's see what's happening over with ES. Now, the bot does not trade oil or gold. Those are very, very speculative assets, so we don't trade that. Okay. His drawdown was like 2K. That's his heaviest drawdown, right? Um, not in one trade. It's like it's been down. Hot potato jump in on and talk about it. But he's up 7K. So if your max drawdown was 2K, but you're up 7K, that's a 3-to-1. Like, we're good. We are good. So
order filled.
All right, we looks like we're in something. Here we go. I love this bot because when it blasts off, it just blasts off. Like it just blasts off. It's insane.
Order filled. Order filled.
Order fills. All right, is it gonna brute force its way through the market? It looks like it will. It looks like it will. Here we go. Oh boy, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. This is fun. This is the fun part. This is where the market wakens. This is where the market awakes. Let's see what happens. Let's get back to the chart here so you can see what it's doing. So if you guys are wondering why this is sized, like where the size, my size, I'm large. This week I am sizing in. I'm doing 3 contracts each through the whole basket of minis and 30 contracts each to the basket of micros. So you'll see like that number just freak people out.
Stop
we'll
filled.
Be fine. We'll be fine.
Stop filled.
All right. This is where, check this out, guys. So this is where
Stop filled.
Sizing is such a big deal, right? Because the bot's going to do its thing, and if you come back and you look at it and you're like, oh my god, I'm down 9K, and that's because like I changed my sizing from last week. It just one extra contract throughout the basket makes a really, really, really big difference. So that's why we're just testing
Order
this bad
filled.
boy out. Now we're down 9K. I'm okay with it. One second. Okay. All right. You want to repeat that again? This is I got you live. We just explained it out, like what's going on.
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, one of these stop loss orders are not valid. I'm trying to figure out why that is.
It's coming back invalid from Trade1348.
Or traders post, either one.
Okay. All right. So, all right. That's why, guys, that's why we don't rush to market and just give it to everybody. So, it was that an issue last week or it's just a new issue this week?
It's probably been an issue so far. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
So, it's just
because
magnifying itself right now because it's in chop, right?
yeah, because it has no stop loss. Like some of those losses are way larger than they ever would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. There's an issue with TradingView right now. So is it issue with TradingView or Trade1348?
I have no idea. I have to. It could be anything. I have to check.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. All right. So if there's an issue with TradingView, then that would explain what's happening because what TradingView, the alert sends the information to Trader Post,
Yeah.
and then Trader Post sends the information to Trading.
Trade away. Yeah.
Correct. So okay.
It could be any of the three things, not even the two things, right? So
Yeah. Okay. Bugs. All right. Cool, man. Thank you.
bugs. Yeah. Yep. No problem. Later.
Peace. Yep. All right. So there you have it. My trading view initiated orders are on a 15-minute delay. Wow. Really?
Order filled. Order filled.
Wow. Okay, this is interesting. It'd be really, really interesting to see what's going on. So this is actually something new that we've seen, right? And so something we have to solve for, right? Because the bot's going to do its thing, but if TradingView is having issues, that we have to have like a ripcord, right? When there's an error like this. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Uh Interesting. Huh. We'll see. What I want to see is if I could get out of this hole here. So I wasn't setting stop losses. That's why I'm down $8,000. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. And I think that this right here highlights why we should just have a cap on our trading. Right? So we were up $7,800, right? When the system saw that, if you had a cap on your trading, it would have closed that, and then you would have been okay, right? It just goes to show, like, the longer your money's in the market, the more at risk you are. But I'm not really too worried about it because, I'm sure everything will just fix itself. Pretty sure that'll be the case. Especially on a day like this, we're probably going to let it trade the whole day. That really sucks. That really sucks. Damn you, TradingView. If you guys really want to see what it performs like, go to last week. Last week it was just killing it, right? It's just absolutely killing it. But all right, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. We're gonna keep on going, and I will keep you updated as to how the bot performs and what it closes at, as I normally do in the Discord. And maybe Hot Potato could go ahead and figure this out. So, sign it out, guys. Peace. Damn you. Later.